This one's strong. Be careful. Now! You're wide open. All right.
Yes! Azure win? Good work.
That's how it's done.
I grew a little.
Yes! Galaxy volleys now it says.
Gonna have to step up our game for this one.
Places, everyone. The curtain is drawn. Let the show begin. And now, the grand finale.
Galaxy volley. Rip.
Now, let's dance. I'm up. Roll. All right. Nice work. This one's strong. Be careful.
Ryuzo seems to be luckiest when it comes to leveling up.
Whew, felt pretty good.
Octane Sharon's bathing clothes. Okay. Yep. I'm ready for sleep now.
What a passionate foe. Places,
It's my turn. Now. It's my turn. All right. Judgment. It's my turn. Shit. All right. Nice work. All right. Got it.
Damn it, one in True Helix. Wait, so... Nope. Can't go any higher than that. the Stella Symphony.
Shit!
Got a hot table here.
Arcane Gale! Ha! All right, nice work.
I did it!
Gabriel Arrow 2 can now be used.
Isn't this where the railway cannons were brought in? Yes. 4 of them were then used to bombard the city of Ordis.
About.
Might as well grind as much XP as I can too.
Ooh, a tough one.
After all, health
This one's
things
strong. Be careful.
better to be overprepared than underprepared.
Places up!
Damn it! Forgot that
It's
was
my
small
turn.
range.
Now.
I'm up. Shit! Now!
You're wide open.
Rip.
My turn. Too slow.
It's my turn.
Well, they just called quick burst.
Roar!
Nice. Ash has got his second
Shit!
S-Craft now.
Now, let's go!
Time to paint this town red. Gotcha! Up you go! Not a bad trick, huh? Eat this! Winners Revelry!
Last two of him, which need to get new crafts, is Lean with True Heart
Shit!
and
Heads up, that one means business. This one might be worth my time.
Roar! Now!
You're wide open. Moving out. Judgment time. Sure. Got a little something for you.
I'm going! Aw, leaving so soon? Penta shot!
Take this!
nope.
I'm up! Roar! It's down!
You're wide open. That's how it's done.
Holy shit.
Is that a fiend? It
Where's my... Back at you. Here we go. Ah!
places, everyone!
Time to...
Benefits.
Got no time to waste.
Oh, how lovely.
Huh. This is so crazy. Yeah, the mayor said that we just need to be patient, but I don't know about that. It looks like these two are getting ready for something. Kai and Telia, right? It's been a while. Oh, hey, I heard that Tobal's safe too. I mean, I'm so happy that we've been pranking Adios every day. That's great. Sucks that we have to keep it a secret though. I don't like secrets. By the way, is there a quest while you're here? Yeah, exactly. Torvald's just as busy as you'd imagine, so he passed it on to us. Givers here told me a bit about you two. Alistair's done so much for my brother. I'd very much like to repay that debt, even if it's just a little. Yeah, okay. That's very sweet. Wow, she's so beautiful. I wonder if she's friends with her. What exactly did the town do for your brother? It's a rather long story. We'll tell you some other time. Please watch what you say here. Sorry, I just got too caught up in things. She does look familiar. I just feel thinking things up. I think I started to pick up on things, guys. Anyway, would you mind if we asked you a few questions? Torvald mentioned the town was having problems with some kind of monster. Can you tell us anything about it? Yes, that's right. Recently it started showing up near town almost every night. Obviously no money around, but we all made do. There was some damage to equipment and plants, but it kept getting worse. Things took a real turn yesterday. It was the first time that people ended up injured. Oh my, I suppose that's not the sort of thing one can simply wait out, is it? No, it's not. The really creepy part is that we don't even know what it looks like. The town asked this hunter to help us get rid of it. He's too famous around here. It's so scary, the monster appears out of nowhere and then it disappears just as fast. It's like when a horror story. It does feel that way. We actually have some soldiers come by too, but given the situation, they've held off on any operations. Why does that not surprise me? It seems they've been neglecting their duties, just like during the Civil War. And there was that airship incident already. All the adults were talking about it this morning. They all agreed that we can't afford any more damage done. The mayor suggested that we move to the mining town, Aragon. Meaning Ulster's going to be abandoned temporarily. I can't believe that's come to this. So that's what you two were preparing for. If it happens, I'm sorry everyone. I know this is shocking news. You guys have already saved Ulster once. If anyone can find out the truth about this monster, it's you. So if you have the time, would you mind looking into it for us? We'd really appreciate it. I just can't stand the thought of parting with our home. It's full of memories with Mum and Dad. Is there any way that we can help you out? Well, we have a lot of memories in this town too. We may only have today to investigate, but we'll do whatever we can.
Making a report. Your rank has increased.
Nice.
Your reward. Courtesy of the Imperial family.
Call to arms.
You truly are
Even
your
nicer.
reward. Courtesy of... Oh my. Seems you had it tough. Until next time. Now.
Nope. Damn it. Then again, I will need to start playing this game again today. Hey, what are you doing? This must be the Mayor of Ulster. It seems like he's been affected by the Great Twilight. Let's at least try to speak to him. Rena asked for details about the mysterious monster. Prancing around pretending to be braced, are you? I suggest you drop the act. If this is because of the monster, the wonderful soldiers who are dedicated to the Imperial family have asked around already. Yep, definitely influenced by the Great Twilight. Are you talking about the Imperial Defense Force? What am I doing here? So you are at least aware of their name, I see. They've already taken down observations. They'll perform an official inquiry in the near future. However, with war almost upon us, we can't expect our needs to be a priority. That is why I've made the decision to evacuate the whole town to the mining area. Aragon is short on manpower. Helping with the mining effort is also helping with the war effort. Oh yeah, Nevada. Thought name sounded familiar. You're still thinking about war even when the town's in this state. If it ain't the curse, then this guy's really gone off the rails. I don't think we'll be able to learn him. It's a shame, but we'll have to ask around elsewhere. That's a given. That person's from the distillery. Let's go and ask her. Reen asked for details about the mysterious monster. Oh yes, that monster. It's a strange story, alright? Some of the fields I looked after have been destroyed. I was so looking forward to the harvest. I see. Did you get a look at the culprit? No. I didn't. It seems to only come out at night. But I do sometimes catch sight of this weird person. Weird person, you say? Yes, a man. I don't recognize him from around town. He spent all day looking around town and loitering near the fields. Didn't even give us dinos a glimpse. He hasn't been around lately, but his behavior is weird for a tourist, don't you think? I don't know. We should remember this for later. Yeah. WCS it will. Ah, now there are some familiar faces. Welcome. Are you perhaps here about the monster? Yes, exactly. Would you mind if we ask you some questions? Rena asked for details about the mysterious monster. Oh, I hate even talking about it. It devastated our fields and destroyed the irrigation waterways. It shows up just about every night now, and when it does, it causes serious damage to the town. Strangest thing I've ever seen. I've been hunting for 50 years now, and even my countless attempts at tracking it have all been in vain. The same story every time. We're in hot pursuit, and the trail just vanishes, completely up in smoke. It's infuriating. The only thing I can think of to explain is that the damn thing has wings. When we lose a trail, it must mean it's flown off. So that's why they call it the mysterious monster. Turning a blind eye here isn't enough. The people of Ulster can't handle this problem now. Yeah, completely agree. I can see why Kai and Tilia reached out to Tovo about it. But is this enough to warrant an evacuation? Thanks for your time. There's no doubt in my mind that what you've shared with us will be useful. Please, you're too kind. I wish I could offer more than information. I'm disgrace. Regardless, winged or not, it's big and dangerous. Please watch yourselves out there. Take a quick rest here before you leave. The cuisine is wonderful, I might add. Thank you so much. Your kindness is much appreciated. Next thing. Holy shit, I have just reached over... I only have reached just over 1 million mirror. So the chapel, Kaintilia's home. No, just check there. It's a given that the Imperial Army cares more about the defense, the war efforts, not the defense force, that's who they are. When the townspeople are forced to evacuate because of monsters, it's not when the church is infected. I'd like to speak directly with the father who gets the Rena asked for details about the mysterious monster. So that's where your curiosity lies. It's a rather horrid subject, I'm afraid. Many of the local men have been conscripted, and townspeople have been forced to evacuate due to this threat. There is some logic behind what the mayor says, however. The safety of the townspeople is paramount. The evacuation will take place today. I've also contacted the chapel in the mining town Aragon to make arrangements. You see, even though everything is so sudden, it seems that things are being handled much more quickly than I'd expected. Actually, it seems that many of the residences in Aragon are empty due to conscription. Also, the mayor's been urging townspeople to move to Aragon. He says it's for the good of the Empire. Really? Yeah. You've already seen that he's been affected by the Great Twilight. Ah. No, I never imagined it would end up being fairly convenient in this sort of situation. I see. Thank you again for your time, Father. Just spamming that. Kick the chicken! Boy, who'd have thought something like this would happen in Ulster? Maybe this is the guy who was attacked and injured by the monster. Excuse me, do you have a minute? Rena asked for details about the mysterious monster. I see, you're investigating the incidents. It happened last night, just as the sun was setting. I realized I had forgotten to close one of the fences. When I went back to the field alone, I was suddenly attacked from behind. It was pitch black, so I couldn't make it out very well, but it looked like a giant cat monster. A giant cat monster? Sounds like it could be really vicious. Sounds like you was very lucky just to have been able to escape. How are your injuries? Are you going to be okay? Yes, you don't need to worry about me. I was able to fend it off with my hoe. I do have some injuries on my hands and feet, but it's not enough to prevent me from walking. That's good to hear. Must have been a terrifying experience. Do you remember anything else? It doesn't matter how minor. We're interested in any and all details. I don't really... Wait, is this blonde girl... No, must be my mind playing tricks on me. More importantly, there was a strange noise just before I was attacked. It was a high-pitched noise, almost like a whistle. Did you say a whistle? I see, that's really helpful. I hope it helps your investigation. I really hope you can do something about these monster attacks. Of course, we'll do our best. Okay, let's wrap this up. First of all, let's summarize what we learned. There are many puzzling aspects to this case. Yeah, there's more to it besides the monster. I suggest we talk it over at Kai and Tilia's house. Good thinking, I'd like to hear what they make of it too. Decided then, let's go. I'm going to kick this chicken. Does anyone mind if I do that? Reen and the others returned to share what they had learned with Kai and Tilia. The group then began discussing what to do next. First things first, let's lay out what we know. We gathered a lot of information, but let's focus on the monster first. Several things we learned caught my attention, but if we put those stories together, what's strange is... that there were no eyewitnesses? Oh. Damn it. It would... I should have known. I should have freaking known that. Oh, there must be... Of course, the beasts and the... Why did I forget those? Yeah, the mayor. Are you saying that the mayor is intentionally intimidating the residents? I don't know about that. There must be some mistake. It's not something I want to believe either. But people are saying that the mayor has been pushing to move to Aragon for quite some time now, even before this monster issue. We can't deny that things seem to be falling in his favour. But when you put it like that, it does seem oddly convenient. It's a terrible thing to consider, but it does make some sense. You know what I mean, right, Tilia? One day he just started acting so strange. But he's the mayor. He's always been such a nice person. When we lost Mum and Dad, he really looked out for us. It's just so hard to imagine. Tilia, I wonder what the truth is. The Great Twilight has proven itself to have an incredibly far reach. It's not out of the question. I just don't know. On the one hand, the mayor controlling the monster is definitely a possibility. But it looks like we don't have all the facts yet. Please excuse me for a minute. Who's calling me? Oh, aren't you Marcus's co-worker? Please excuse this interruption. Marcus told me that you and Ulster are dealing with a certain incident. This is a rather awkward request to make, but I was actually wondering if you could maybe leave this issue be for me. Leave it be? You mean, is there something going on in Ulster? Something that warrants the Government Accountability Inspectorate to take action? Well, I'll just have to leave it out to your imagination. Looks like you have your reasons, Reiner. But the residents are terrified. They're already preparing to evacuate by the end of the day. We can't turn a blind eye to this. What? Things have already reached that point? Everything's moving way too fast. I do have an idea, but we're gonna need your help. Yeah, we've got to bring this to an end. Alright then, Marcus has told me a lot about you guys. I've thought this for a while now, but you're probably people worth trusting. I'll share what we've gathered. Make sure you use it well. Inspector Reiner shared some interesting information with Reen and the others. Combining all the individual pieces helped them get a clearer picture of the situation. However, it also unearthed something suspicious unfolding in Ulster, something worthy of the word conspiracy. The idea that this sort of thing could occur in Ulster is hard to fully wrap my mind around. Reiner did put some potential operations together, but they're not going to make it in time, just like we thought. If anyone's going to do something, it'll have to be us. Besides, I don't think this is entirely unrelated to those of us on floors. We have to uncover what's really going on, no matter what. I would like nothing more than to play a role in this operation. Tilly and I want to help too. I think we can convince the people who live here to go along with our plan. I can imagine anyone better suited for that. Things could get a little rough out there, Princess Alfin. At least your safety is the highest priority. I don't know what's going through your mind, but if it results in anything worse coming along, then you can forget it. Yes, that's right, we're helping and that's that. You wouldn't let us come this far only to tell us to stay out of it, would you? Well, I guess I should have known they wouldn't back down after hearing all that. You should know by now there's no use arguing, Instructor. With all of us along for the ride, this will be a walk in the park. Just be careful as possible and stay with the group no matter what. Yep, you got it. We understand. Let's make sure we're ready before we head out. It's time, everyone. Got it. Oh, there. Still there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I called in some more help just to be safe, but the odds of them getting here in time are about 50-50. We'll just have to proceed as if we're handling this entirely on our own. We have to uncover whatever is happening, whatever is going on in Ulster, no matter what. My brother's waiting up on the ship. This is for his sake too. A short while later, after the news had left, the residents started to assemble one by one. The time had come for them to evacuate to Aragon, as the mayor had ordered. Even those residents who had opposed the evacuation made their preparations to leave. With a sad farewell, they left their homes behind. Finally. Took longer than I thought it would. They were so stubborn, it was always going to be tough. Oh, Ulster, you're no bustling metropolis, but by 80 you'll say you're a beautiful town. And how proud I am that Prince Oliver himself spent some of his childhood here. Which is why merely cooperating with conscription is simply not enough. I want our town to make a true contribution to its nature. My good mayor, it would appear we can finally get started. Hey there, Wads. Sorry it took so damn long. You don't believe how stubborn all these townsfolk are. It's clear now that getting everyone away from the town first was the only way for this little reforming scheme of yours to go smoothly. I owe you a great deal of gratitude. Speed is crucial in business. Admittedly, I had to use a somewhat unconventional approach. I wouldn't concern yourself with that. It all counts as expenses. It is unfortunate that the town had to sustain some minor damage, but it's all for the greater good, I'm sure. I'm still impressed with the scale of it all, though. What was it again? A giant logistics centre? From the plan draw-up, I gathered it was like an improved version of the logistics storehouse that Kleist & Co. has in the capital. And didn't you mention that by building it into our suburbs, we'd be able to develop into Avonia's next big commercial area? The Empire is expanding and there is an urgent demand to establish a logistics network, particularly for Jurai and Northumbria. The economic benefits we would gain from an Ulster logistics centre would be unprecedented. Would you be so kind as to grant permission to open a factory that manufactures military items other than weapons? Of course. I presume such a factory will employ locals. It is for the country and also for the benefit of Ulster. It's a perfect plan. I had a hunch this was what was happening. What are you still doing here? Well, I do believe I've seen your faces before. You're in the same class as Hugo, if I'm not mistaken. You just keep popping up where you're not welcome. You really like sticking your neck out. Kleist & Co.'s sales manager, Watts, and Mayor Martin. Are you aware that this plan of yours is illegal? I can't believe that you used monsters for your own purposes and drove away all the residents. This is fraud and intimidation on a wide scale. You've essentially hijacked the town. There's no way of sugarcoating it. What you did is messed up. You can't let this kind of cruelty slide. But there's still time. Please stop this. What does it matter to outsiders like you, We're only thinking of the country in Ulster. How dare you be so impudent? Watch, get these people out of my town. Cleaning this river, I hope, shouldn't be a problem. After all, I've rearranged to sweep away the town, but there are a few extra pieces of trash. What? Time is short, and we have to begin. Let the great plan begin. Sponsored, of course, by Kleist & Co. No! Archasms? This is nothing short of freaking terrorism. Rhino saw the signs that Kleist had been doing some shady deals with Ouroboros. But they're not just using military monsters, they're using archaisms too, and there are so many of them. What is all this about? What are these machines doing here? They're going to destroy the town, stop them. What are you talking about? This is what we agreed. This is the necessary measure we must take in order to build the factory. Wait! The factory was supposed to be built on the outskirts of town. I had the area surveyed and the mountains were going to make development difficult. The locality of this town was perfect, however. It's the most efficient site. This is for the nation. Surely you won't start objecting now, of all times. No, but this is... You've tricked me. I wouldn't have never agreed to this. Well, have a nice day, everyone. Things are going to be a little messy here for a while, so I think I'll take my leave. Damn, he's run away. We have to do something about this first. The group split up to take on the monsters and archaisms. Stop it now! Damn you, leave our town alone. Look out! Pain in the ass. In fact, these two were combatants in Trails of Cold Steel 2 and then they just got demoted to support earlier. Not long now, the lodge should be just up ahead. Alma, are you doing alright? Yes, thank you. Don't worry about me, I can still walk a little longer. How about we take a short break while we're here? There's no need to hurry, we can take our time. Yeah, I guess you're right. Anyway, Kai, when are you and Tilly are going to tell us what this is all about? I'm surprised to hear you, of all people, tell us we should leave town early. Oh right, about that. Actually, Rena and them were the ones who came up with this whole plan. Oh really now? You mean those kids who saved the town before? I'll tell you more once we get to the lodge. Well, alright, you must have your reasons for keeping quiet. In any case, the lodge is just a little bit further. I'll take care of any monsters we run into in the meantime, so follow me. Of course, thank you very much. Come on, lot, don't dawdle. Right. It's not here. The sheep plushie Daddy gave me. No, I must have accidentally left it behind somewhere. The Great Twilight's taken effect again. Well now, I'm going to be quite busy from here. Huh? A noble bike? Ah! It's you! What are you doing here, Herman? Mr. Watts, isn't it about time you went straight? You've been ignoring orders from the main office for a while now. On top of that, I hear you've been making illicit deals all over the Empire. How long did you think you could keep this up? So what happened to that promise of yours? You swore you wouldn't trample over others for business sake, but here we are. And I would have found my calling if it weren't for you. I'm just here to make up for what you did for me. I've decided I'm going to pay you back by stopping you from making this huge mistake. It's over now, Watts. We know this isn't your first offense, but it'll be the last time you try to scam someone like this. The Inspectorate should have already contacted you. They'd like to bring you in for questioning about your recent dealings with government. Ugh, meddling kids. Why don't you all just stop wasting my time? I've had my setbacks, but this plan is foolproof. I've won over the mayor, avoided the main office, laid the groundwork with the government, and even called in favors from the IEF. Do you have any idea how long I've waited for this to come together? Pretty soon, the Ulster Distribution Centre is going to dominate the whole of the northwestern region. Just think about it. If I pull this off, it'll be the biggest score of my entire career. The profits I bring in could finally even surpass Hugo Kleist's. That's what this was about? If only you'd gone about it differently, that passion could have led you to great things. You've been with Kleist & Co. a long time, ever since it was first founded, right? Were you hoping Hugo would hand over the Kleist Mall and orders to you? This is my fault, Mr. Watts. If I'd only paid more attention, I could have stopped you before it came to this. But if words won't work, I'll have to get through to you some other way. Don't you dare try to stop me. It's all about to come together. Just a little more. It'll be perfect. Perfect, I tell you. What the? What was that? Oh. A child? Looks like the heavens have sent me a little gift. Damn it! Huh? Now, everyone. Better mind your manners. Just keep quiet and cooperate and this will all go smoothly. Mr. Watts! Let him go, now! Now let me be clear. I'm not going to budge even 1 reach away from my plan. All I need is a little more time and the proper equipment and I'll be able to level Ulster to the ground. Not to mention I still have one last ace up my sleeve. Alright now, time to take out the trash. Guess what, Gerards? Both sarcasms, now you've really gone too far. That's enough! Stop this right now, Mr. Watts! Great Twilight's gone through. That settles it, we'll have to finish this ourselves. First we'll take these things down. Everybody ready? Got it, we can handle this. Orders. Infernal Hunt? Nah.
Gleam! Brilliant design!
Yeah, nah.
My mind is... My turn.
Oh no. Damn it, I thought that was gonna work.
Here we go! You messed with the wrong...
I grew! I did it!
No, you destroyed them already? This is ridiculous, but you're weak from that fight. I'll just use the other one and... Not so fast. Ah. What? You took it out in one blow? Alright, it's time, you two. Perfect timing, Kai. Nice! Looks like the tables have turned. Phew, things were getting pretty dicey there, but I guess we made it in just in the nick of time. We're from the Brace Guild. Can anyone bring us up to speed? I'm only sorry we couldn't get it sooner. Not at all, everything worked out perfectly. I'm glad I called you guys. Never thought things would get this crazy. Thank goodness, we were worried sick when you disappeared a lot. It all happened so fast. I'm sorry about how Tilia Kai. You did a great job on the rescue as well. I think the credit goes to Stella and the others for charging in right when things took a turn for the worse. I'm just relieved things turned out the way they did. Bracers, you've got to be kidding me. Wanted criminals, guild dogs, where is it going to end? Are you going to make an enemy of Kleist & Co? Of the government? You still haven't given up? tough nut to crack, huh? Yeah, I don't think you fully understand the position you're in. What? According to Torvald, the main office of Kleist & Co. has denied all responsibility for the things you've done. You've been suspended from duty several times and you're on your last warning now. That info technically isn't meant to leave the company, but push really came to shove. I heard about it from Reiner. Your unethical fixation on success is in direct opposition to the main officer's wishes. Doesn't it seem a bit uncouth of you to invoke Kleist & Co. Mr. Three-Piece Suit? Considering their feelings towards you, no? Throwing it around like that could land you in some serious trouble. I couldn't agree more. You have no right to utter that name, Watts. The same goes for your so-called connections with government. Ah, he's finally here. And there's the last helper we call in. That ship! Sir! Yep, here's Hugo. Hey there everyone. Sorry it took us so long. Finding Hugo and bringing him here took a wee bit longer than expected. Well, Mr. Managing Director, seems like things have taken a real spiral. Any plans on how to deal with it? Oh, I'll put an end to this, alright. It's my duty after all. Wait, what you... Sir, I apologise for this look. These ruffians have thrown a wrench in the works, but it's only a temporary setback, I assure you. What? Let's go to the chase. What exactly are you doing here? Sir? Do you have any idea of the trouble you're in? As if scaring people out of their homes wasn't bad enough, you even took a child hostage. I've told you time and time again that I won't accept such unconscionable methods of business. Yet you continue to disregard my orders. Sir, I don't understand. Who cares about the past? Don't you see what's at stake here? I found a more efficient way to boost our profits. Why should anything else matter? That's what doing business is all about, right? You'll never make it in this industry if you let yourself worry over matters of petty morality. Come on, Watts. It's like speaking to a brick wall with you. The curse has taken root deep inside him. Must have honed in on his fixation with profit and drove him out of control. Or maybe it's more his obsession with surpassing you that's gotten him this far along. Surpassing me? Why should that matter so much? You still don't understand. I've been with Kleist since the very beginning. I've watched it grow from a tiny company into the nationwide juggernaut it is today. Do you have any idea what it's like for me, seeing you take over and call me incompetent, third-rate? If I can raise our profits more than you, then perhaps finally you recognize me for the businessman I truly am. Hugo always views... Thought I was going to make an African accent now. Hugo always views things so logically, but... Well, yeah, that's why this main freaking debacle over Sony and Microsoft's annoying. Because people choose to put their emotion before logic. They put any bias they've got as an incentive to hate a company. Hugo always views things so logically. And a situation like this really requires an emotional touch. Yeah, better to think of things from a logical perspective rather than an emotional one. What? You've been a loyal employee of my company for many years. In just the past month, your efforts have raised our profit margin by 10%. I'll admit the results you've achieved have been impressive. But your criminal activity, rejection of our trading policies, and utter refusal to follow orders are not something I can overlook. Effective immediately, I'm relieving you of your position as sales manager and placing you on indefinite suspension. What? No! It can't be, after all I've done! Everyone, I'm truly sorry for the trouble Watts has caused. I take full responsibility. I should have paid more attention to what was going on in my own company. I promise I'll compensate anyone who was affected by my employees' unlawful activities. Now, Herman. Yes, sir? Return to Watts. It looks like he's taken a few bumps. See to it that he gets some medical treatment. Yes, sir, of course. Well, I must be on my way. Hold up, Hugo. One more question before you go. What are you planning on doing from here on out? The Rod's problem may be settled, but what about the future? You knew what the government was planning, but you still got into bed with them. I was going to say bad shape now. I know that wasn't purely a business decision, but all of this that's happened here, that's what it got you. You claim you're going to take responsibility, but what does that mean? You're stepping down as managing director? I told you already, didn't I? I'm going to settle things. Fires of war will engulf the continent before too long. I've known that for 2 years now. That's why I allied myself with the government, to give Clive his best chance of surviving. But I see now that I made the wrong judgment. It's only natural I should resign. Hugo, geez, none of that pish. What do you think that's gonna accomplish? What? He's got a point, Hugo. You know we're trying to put an end to the Great Twilight, right? Your government connections could make you a valuable ally to that cause. What do you say, for old time's sake? I don't know. The way I see it, the important thing here isn't obligation, it's what you truly want to make happen. Not that's any of my business. I'm not from Erebony myself, so I don't know what all this must be like for you. But all of us have gone this far by following our own convictions, by doing what we believe is right. Same probably goes for Reen in Class 7, so why should it be any different for you? Estelle. Yeah, that's a pretty good way of summing up why we're all here. We wouldn't have trudged all the way to West Erebony if we didn't believe in what we were doing. In the end, the decision is yours to make. Try to be honest with yourself and see how things go from there. What do I really want? For crying out loud, you know what you want. You just can't admit it because of that stubborn pride of yours. You know there's a way both Thors and Kleist can come out of this still standing. So wrap your wing and snap to it. If you go wrong again, I'll be here to set you right. Becky. Me? Go wrong? You better not expect I'd make any sort of mistake like that twice. I'll move forward from here my way. I'll ensure the future of the company and Thors without so much as relying on the government. Well said. If anyone can deal with that, it's you. Christ and Co. distancing itself from the government will surely change up the state of play a little. All the same, it's good to have you back on our side, Hugo. I'm sure the others will be glad to hear it too. We should head back and spread the news to the courageous, don't you think, guys? Yeah. Huh? Well, I'm certainly glad that's over. You could say that again. My heart's still beating crazy fast. We still have a few things we need to clear up, but at least the worst is behind us. And so, thanks to them, those Thors kids still got in them, don't they? Shortly afterward, the 3rd Armoured Division arrived to take control of the scene. Ulster sustained considerable damage, however, it was swiftly restored with the compensation from Kleist & Co. The residents rejoiced as they returned to the town, and others were reunited with old friends. Certainly not everything was resolved that day. But at least this was the end of the incident that engulfed Ulster. What, did he lose his job or something? You're going now, aren't you? Unfortunately, we have to leave. Yeah, I figured. I want to thank you guys again for everything you did. Right, you got my thanks too. I knew asking you guys looking at this was the right call. Well, it wasn't just us, we had a lot of help in this one. Right, we had some assistance in clearing out the remaining archaisms too. We only need to club with a few of them. You two pretty much had things handled on your own. Thanks for your guys' hard work, now Ulster was saved. You're first on the scene and you busted that conspiracy wide open. Yeah, if you hadn't got here when you did, it might have been too late. Oh, thank you for saying so. But I think if I hear any more praise, I'll turn red from head to toe. Honestly though, I'm sure my father and brother will be able to breathe a sigh of relief now. I don't doubt it. If you have the chance, please tell your father that I hope for his swift recovery. Thank you, I'll let him know. What are you talking? I think I may have an idea. That'll be our little secret, okay? Things are gonna get way tougher from here. We all gotta stay on our toes. But now us bracers are gonna keep on bracing. Ba-doonch! Hope you guys can keep up. I can have a choice. Come back anytime. Just be careful out there. Things might be a bit tough for the town for a bit. If there's anything we can do to help, just let us know. We'll come back to see you again. Stay safe. I jumped into my car as soon as I heard about this, but I still didn't make it in time. But it looks like you guys all handled everything just fine without me, at least. Thankfully, yes, it's good to see you again, Inspector Reiner. We had a little trouble along the way, but we managed to throw a wrench into their plans. To think that the government and the IDF were colluding to take over Ulster, and that they nearly succeeded. It's probably something that could only happen because of the state the world's in. But this is exactly the sort of thing the Government Accountability Inspectorate exists to stop. Thanks for the help, guys. We should be the ones thanking you. If we hadn't gotten word from you when we did, we'd probably have gone away scot-free. I'm glad to hear that. It really makes my job feel worthwhile. As long as we don't give up, we can expose any corruption in government. Oh, those freaking snow flurries. I'll keep at it and help make Erebony a better place to live for everyone. Okay, I've tightened the strings and replaced the grip too. Those balls won't know how to fuck them. You know, isn't that one of the tennis club's rackets? Yeah, 8 of the others swiped it from the academy for me. Even though they're in hiding, they took the time to send it over. I was thinking that maybe we could put up a net in the training hall and hold some practice matches, you know? Working up a sweat might help us get our heads together before we leave for Crossbow. See, I'm proud of you for taking the initiative like this. And here I was thinking she'd be a nervous wreck. Universe is in a saboteur score, 15 love. You know, you should stop by and check out if you have a second instructor. Really help me strengthen my resolve, let's say. Okay? I don't really know what that means, but if Yuna finds it helpful... Yuna, if we're going to face off, then shouldn't we go somewhere a little nicer than the training hall? You know, I bet the security at the Leaves Branch campus is pretty lax right now. Oh. Probably is, isn't it? Alright, let's do that. Prepare for a beatdown. Reen got in touch with Jessica and Louise and headed to Leaves. While his friends were collecting intel, he received permission to practice drills at the Branch campus. Boy, look. No more, I can't move. Alright, let's keep it up. Ah yes, the frickin' Michelin BGM. Game set, Yuna wins. Great work, Yuna. Not bad if I do say so myself. That was a good match. Yuna is up by 2, Jessica's up by 1, and Louise is down by 2. I wanted to get at least 1 win. That's what I expected, Yuna. You didn't give away a thing. I've tried picturing this in my mind a bunch. You two didn't make it easy for me, though. I think it's important to do your best, even if you can't win. How cliché. But true. Do you have any... This was enough for us, but Yuna might want to play more matches. We'll join the others. You two stay here and enjoy yourselves. Both of you? Thanks, guys. Instructor, can you play one last match with me? Me? I've read the rules, but I'm a total beginner. I'm sure you'll pick up. But if we're doing this, I'm not going to hold back. Go ahead and give me everything you've got. Right. Rena and Yuna started their practice match. They both threw everything they had into it. The ball went back and forth as the match went on until the victor won one final smash shot. Take this. Ah! I did it! Yuna. You got me. Good work. Sorry, I got a little carried away. But I really wanted to ask you to do something for me. I want to tell you something, and I don't want you to say anything until I've finished. Of course, I can do that.
I like you, Instructor. I didn't even realize it at first. Ever since that day in Crossbell.
Yuna. Yeah, I said you couldn't talk until I'm done, remember? You're my instructor and I'm your student, so I definitely don't expect you to answer right away. God, something just slapped the back of my throat. But can you at least just think about what I've said? Alright, what else can I say when you're asking so earnestly? My position, the world, the curse I bear. There's so much I have to think about for me to know how to respond to her feelings. After meeting up with the other members of the team, Rena and Yuna returned to the Creators 2.
How did it... I see! Good work, everyone! Now then.
Cigars. Hey Fee, that box of cigars you got there? Yeah, and a lighter too, the boss left them behind. I was thinking it might make a decent memento of him. I see. He was into that sort of thing, I take it. Yep, heavy drinker, heavy smoker, goes hand in hand. I heard Sarah's dad was the one who converted him to this brand, actually. Really now, that does seem like the kind of thing two Jaegers could bond over. Make sure you take good care of it. I will, with light at least. Not sure what to do with the cigars though, I'm not so keen on smoking them myself. Oh yeah, you're 17. Actually, are you free right now, I mean? There's something I want to take care of before we head to Crossbell. I think I see where this is going, what, that box of keepsake cigars. I'm guessing you're going down to the surface. I don't mind tagging along, wherever you're heading. Thanks. Okay, so about this place. I know there was no okay, but... Rutger's grave. This would have been just outside the southern town limits of Harmel. Rather than putting it right inside Harmel, we've got to show some manners. This should be far enough now, it's only temporary. You really think this is okay? Yeah, Leon and Zeno have already finished paying their respects. I wish I could smoke from them. But whenever I ask, they look at me like I sprouted wings. Well, you're technically underage. Maybe it's a generational thing. Not a lot of women used to smoke in their day. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Still, it kind of feels like a waste to throw this whole box away. You mind if I have one? I don't really know if it'll count, but I'd like to try. I didn't know you smoked these. I don't. This will be my first time. Sharing one with a youngster like me probably won't mean anything to Rutger. Don't say that. Do you know how to do this? I think so. You snipped the end first, right? You're inhaling too much. Boss always said that was a rookie mistake. Don't try to pull the smoke down into your lungs. Just let it drift around inside your mouth a little. Oh, okay. I've got to be honest, I don't know what people seen this. And now I got hiccups. Yeah, it's not for everyone. We can give the rest to the boss some other time. Hey, how about you let us in on this? Zeno, Leo, everyone. Sorry, we didn't know if we should interrupt. We figured it'd be worth paying our respects anyhow. Thank you. Guess you didn't know him in a long time too. In that case, mind if I join the party? Surely. I freaking knew it. Huh? You guys? Figured you'd show up eventually. We came to share one last drink with the Jaeger King. I brought along a bottle of his favourite bourbon. Hey, nice. What do you say, Fee? Thanks for coming. We've got cigars if anyone wants one. Hey, so, what are the chances I can get you to pass some of that stuff over to me? None for you, young miss. Hey, now, you're still underage. Show a little restraint. Yeah, Uncle Sigmund would kill me if he found out. I didn't expect people in this line of work to be so strict about this kind of stuff. You'd be surprised, they've got their own code to stick to. Everyone passed the time reminiscing about the Jaeger King. Eventually everyone except Reen and Fee had said their farewells and left. Like I said, I had a ginger beer before I was 18, so I don't have any right to freaking comment on the matter. He sure did touch a lot of people's lives. Even members of Nidog and the Northern Jaegers might be coming by later. He might have had even more connections than Sarah's dad. Not that all of them stayed friends, he made his fair share of enemies too. But even that was just business. I never met anyone who disliked him personally. No more than that, no. Got freaking heart problems. Don't want to freaking jumpstart those.
I'm alright. Just got some smoke in my eyes is all. Besides, it...
Really? No, I'm lying. You might smell like smoke too, but being here with you is totally different. It's hard to describe. It's kind of relaxing and exciting all at once. Oh? That's a surprise.
You doofus.
Right, I'll do my best. Is this disrespectful to Rutger's memory? I'll apologise later, I promise.
Ah, I see.
So this...
Hey Elisa, it may be too risky for the Courageous 2 to plot a course for Roar at the moment, but what if we use Valamar instead? Huh? Elisa then gratefully accepted Reen's rather convincing proposal. After inviting Sharon to come along with them, the trio had Valamar take them to Roar via the Spirit Path. Oh god, the fact that you can pretty much get freaking scolded if you just mess around on the escalator in the original Code Steel. What a relief, I'm so glad to see you alright, Miss Lisa. And you too, Shan, I heard you'd quit, but here you are. Oh, I'm sorry for worrying you guys, and I apologise for all the complications I've surely caused. We're here in all of that, you two are the reason business here in the 4th Division is as stale as ever. We've also been in contact with Chairman Arena. We're to investigate something regarding the 5th Division, correct? Yes, and if my intuition is correct, we should be able to flush out everyone involved with the plan we discussed earlier. We've taken control of the internal network and would greatly appreciate your assistance in this endeavour from here on. Of course, we'll take care of anything you need. Right, we'll show you the full capabilities of the 4th Division. By the way, you wouldn't be Miss Lisa's you-know-what, would you? Hey Dios, what's wrong with you? Don't you know how to read a room? Oh wow, looks like we're all set to go. We'll leave you guys to it then. The 4th Division really comes through in a pinch, huh? They truly are most excellent, each and every one. The only thing they dedicate themselves to more than their work is learning all the details of their beautiful general manager's love life. Let's leave that topic for another day. We have an investigation to get to, don't we? Thanks to the vigorous efforts of the 4th Development Division members, the group managed to gather information on the company's internal activities. With Elisa and Shan working together, and Reen offering his input as well, the group eventually drafted a hypothesis of sorts. The crux of it being that the 5th Development Division, as it stood in an official capacity, was just a front. It didn't operate as a standard division, but was... Hold on. With this intel in hand, Elisa made an official report as General Manager to Chairman Arena. The group then developed plans to amend the issues so as to prevent any underhanded activity from harming operations. Phew, that sure was a lot to go through. Definitely, but it seems like things went just about as well as you could hope for, right? I wasn't surprised to hear that most of the employees wrapped up in this mess were struggling with debt or other hardships. That's never a nice thing to see, but investing such thorough attention and discussion into the situation really brought things back around. Yeah, no, it'll probably take a while to clear things up for everyone, since there were so many staff involved. Still, even if things aren't 100% up to par yet, I can tell we're moving in the right direction, not this. What? I'm sure. You know what, Lisa? I think this is the happiest I've seen you all day. Oh. Yeah, to be honest, I was having all kinds of weird thoughts for a while. I just got so worked up over one thing to the next. But after happening with the spectral moon mirror and at the Gargantua, I managed to solidify my determination. No more doubts. Well, I guess Sharon coming back and reconciling with Mum played a big part in it too. That sounds pretty self-centered, doesn't it? I don't think it sounds that way at all, Alisa. War may be drawing nearer, but if the RF group re-established itself as the upstanding company it once was, it would inspire all sorts of people. Depending on how things develop, it's possible this war might not last long without an increase in arms production. That's true. Of course, we still have to contend with all the complications national mobilization law throws our way. But all the technicians and engineers out there do have their own ideas and dignity to uphold. If this incident causes a stir, it's sure to be a source of hope to them and whomever else may need. Thank you, Reen, for bringing me this far. Don't mention it, all I did was open Spirit Path. Not need to be so modest. You're the real reason, Reen. It's the courage you gave me time and time again that's made all this possible. Facing Shan and Mum, being ready to confront the man who used to be my father, all of it, so thank you. I couldn't be happier to be here at your side. Alisa, do you remember the talk we had during that maintenance check a while back? Oh, that. I'd never ask anything unreasonable of you. I know how complicated things are, trust me. But it wasn't impossible to take the first steps to rebuilding a massive company like RF. You've even begun to patch things up with Sharon as well as between you and Arena and the others. So I can have my hopes up, at least, well, right? Because I can see the light our relationship has, warm and welcoming and waiting for us to take a chance.
Reen! Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. As long as we believe, we'll never lose sight of that light.
Sharon soon returned and offered kind words to Reen and Lisa. We then headed back to the Courageous 2 together after saying their goodbyes to the 4th Development Division. Hey, nice work back there. And here I was, hoping to luxuriate in all the pleasures there in the village had to offer. May rest for the wicked, I suppose. After all the work you two put in to defend that place, I don't think the wicked label really applies. I can tell you from experience that at the start of Act 3, Oliver was putting on a good performance because, quite frankly, having an eye patch is a freaking pain in the ass. The Courageous 2 set course for Crossbow and navigated carefully to stay out of sight of the Air Force before finally reaching the wetlands. Eastern Crossbow Province, skies above the southern wetlands. Another beam of light. There it is, that's it, right? A pillar of light, same as in Harmon. Yeah, there's no mistake. So the Stella Sanctuary is below it then. Wherein my lord awaits. Just as we thought, there don't seem to be any Gargantua-class ships nearby. Right. Suddenly focusing the bulk of their military strength towards Calvert. Which makes this our best chance to land. All hands prepared.
No. I suspect it will not be that easy.
Professor Schmidt? What do you mean by that?
Just now, this ship was detected by a directional radar. They are lying in wait for us.
There's an optic response coming from the north. Is there an enemy attack? No, wait. An enemy? What the fuck, man? Isn't that the same type of beam we saw the Gargantua using? That's a magic barrier oscillation beam. Judging from its origin point, could it be... Identifying. Elise, Your Highness. Activating wide-range radar. Identifying firing location. Putting the image on screen. That's... Orcus Tower? Why there?
Hey, you guys! Do you read me?
Ah. Yona and
Do you
Lloyd
guys
too.
know what's going on with that beam coming out of the tower?
Come to the SSS building quick. Security around the area is sparse right now.
And farewell.